again back to the GeekGirlCon channel. It's another episode, another stream of Cookbook Club. This time we're doing rainbow picnics. So let's do some quick intros. My name is Prime. My pronouns are she, her. I'm on the Twitch team at GeekGirlCon. I've got red hair, an orange headset, and I'm just like purple all over. Just really going into the purple theme this time. I'm going to throw it over to this direction. Over to Emerald.
Hello, my name is Emerald. Pronouns are she, her. I'm the social media manager for GeekGirlCon, community something. Community connections. Something. Community communications. Thank you.
Emerald just got a promotion, so.
Anyway, something like that. I don't know my job title, but I'm here. I have glasses on and a shirt that says I Shamrock Shenanigans, and it's green. I wonder what my color will be. Take it away, Tina.
Hello, everyone. I am Tina Burns. Pronouns are she, her. I am co-director of marketing along with Prime. Today, I'm wearing glasses. I have red lips and a white shirt with black feathers on it. And
it's really cute.
Over to Marium.
Hello, I'm Marium, pronouns she, her. I'm a Twitch content producer with the Twitch team. I am wearing a blue scarf, a blue shirt with black headset, and a blue background. Too many blues in my one sentence.
Wonder why. So our icebreaker question today was, I already forget, it was if you could choose just one color of food to eat for the rest of your life, what color food would you choose? Who wants to go first? And let us know in chat too.
I said green. I feel like there's a wider variety of green foods. Like if it's the only thing I'm going to eat, I think I'm going to go with green.
I think I want to go. I don't know what color this would be like, but like creamish color. Basically, I want to have mashed potatoes and I want to have like a sharp cheddar, and that'll be good for me. White potatoes cheddar and cheese, so that like whitish, creamish, beige color. That's what color I'm eating.
I think delicious. That's great. I think that's safe.
I think I would go for green as well, but no one specified rules for this, so you could add green dye.
Oh, smart.
And your eggs, and you can be like Dr. Seuss's green eggs and ham.
And she has a loophole.
I like this loophole a lot, because the idea of picking just one color of food to eat sounds exhausting and terrible.
Yeah.
I think I'm with Emerald on the beige train, though, because there's a lot of really yummy foods that are beige, and like fried foods, right? Are that like sandish, beigey kind of, so.
Monochromatic beige.
Exactly. And like cookies, like chocolate chip cookies are kind of beige. Yeah.
All the sugar cookies you can eat.
Exactly.
I feel like you guys cheated. All of you cheated. I was like, I guess I'll pick green and eat healthy for the rest of my life. Like, what color is pizza? That's what I want. If you can give me a pizza color, I'm in.
I think you're on the beige train. Chew.
Maybe.
I meant to say two, but it came out as chew. So. Choo.
Like yum yum yum.
Exactly.
I think you could use the loophole and choose the color red, because I think it'd be hard to dye tomato sauce any color besides red. But you could dye the crust red. You could dye the cheese red. You could the pepperoni is red. Peppers.
Style,
this
red's gonna be on top anyway.
Yeah, so it's already red.
All right, I switched to red.
All right. A good choice, everyone. Welcome, everybody in chat. Hi, Jay Funish. Good to see you. Jay Funish says that they could do yellow. There's a lot of really good yellow foods. Tamales, corn tortillas.
There's yellow carrots. There's yellow tomatoes.
That's true.
Wild peppers.
There's even yellow watermelon. Yellow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yellow might be I think Jay Funish had the correct answer.
Yeah, she was thinking of those carbs. That's what she said.
Awesome. Well, today we have all prepared videos for you inspired by colors of the rainbow and by picnicking. You may have guessed from our intros what colors we chose, but let's go around and confirm for the people, the folks, the viewers, what color food were you tasked with preparing today? Do we want to, let's go in reverse order and start with Marium this time.
I can't remember what color it was, but I think it was the color blue.
Suspicion.
All right, Tina.
I chose red primarily because I don't know why. I feel like there was like a little I'll do whatever, and then somebody was like, pick one. So I was like, fine, red.
That was me.
I think that was you, Emerald. You're like, just choose. I'm like, okay, God, red. I got it. I chose red.
Because in the randomly generated order, you were second to last and I was last. So I couldn't pick until you narrowed down. You were like, I'll do red or green or whatever. And I was like,
Doesn't leave a lot of options.
Well, so then I had to figure out, like, it's like I didn't choose with a recipe in mind. So then I was like, shoot, now I have red. What am I making? So anyway, for a picnic.
Yeah, well, Emerald chose the color emerald. So, wahoo!
Wahoo!
Although I did choose last, so my choices were between green and orange.
And, I mean, green is a wonderful color.
It's a great color.
And I chose purple. Purple. All around me. So, I think we should get straight into it. We decided the order that we are going to be showing our videos is in the Roy G. Biv order, which if you're not sure, let's see if I can do this. Red, orange, yellow. Wait, Roy?
Yeah.
G, green, blue.
Yeah.
Violet.
Indigo,
yeah. Violet, thank you. So no, I couldn't do that. But it was a team effort.
Yeah, you could do it. You just needed a little help, and what are friends for?
Exactly. All right. So, let's go ahead and get started with the red video. Anything you want to talk about before we start, Tina? Or should we just roll a clip?
I mean, yeah, I can talk about it after. So, roll the clip.
by the color red. Tina, tell us a little bit about the recipe and why you chose it.
Well, I with red you could do so many things, but this is a picnic that we were choosing for, so like what can I make? I didn't want to do jello or anything like that. And if you haven't ever had this salad before, it is, do some Pinterest searching for it. It is amazing. It's literally a bread salad. It works great if you have leftover bread. I added a couple more red things. It's usually just tomato and onion and the bread and the dressing, I think. Everybody has their own variety, but I added some peppers and then the cucumbers, red wine vinegar into the dressing, and it was so good. I wish you could like have tasted it with me. Like next time we'll just do it all together.
Yes.
That'd be fun.
And then I think we all ran into this where we spent so much time working on the video. I was like, did I take pictures of what this looked like afterward? So that was like my plate the next day, when I was like, what else could I throw in here? So I threw some olives and pine nuts and had some like cured meats on the side. But yeah, panzanella. It's an amazing, wonderful salad that I recommend to everybody. So
yeah, I love this idea of a
it
bread
looked
salad.
delicious.
It was so good.
Who needs vegetables when you can have a bread salad? Sign me up.
And those croutons turned out so great.
Like, I had a question about the croutons actually. So, did they stay pretty crispy even throughout the day?
Yeah, it's about a 2-day salad. If you don't like overdress it, obviously it'll last about 2 days. And the next day that's more of a has less of a crunch and more of just that bite, like an al dente type bite to it. And you got to remember to kind of make them a little bit bigger so that they stay longer versus like the small cubes you would get at like the store when you're making dressing or stuffing at Thanksgiving, which are really small. So if you got some chunks of bread and then you toast them really well, it's just gonna meld. Like the prime time to eat it is making it, put it in the fridge for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. That's like your best. It's so good. I even only used half a loaf of bread and it still made so much. So it was good.
It looked amazing.
Thanks.
It looked very appetizing. Like
Yeah,
what's a word that means nom nom nom? It looked like that.
You nailed it on the head. Yeah, that's good.
In my own language.
Good language.
Yep, that was it.
Amazing. And your video was inspired by something.
Oh, yes. So, as far as the video production goes, shout out to my husband and son who did do some camera work. The outside shots and the like tying my hair back. I was inspired by the sheer amount of Wes Anderson style videos that are on TikTok. So I have
Instagram. They're on Instagram too.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere.
I mean, he's an amazing director, so it's what is that phrase about copying is like the highest form of flattery? So
imitation.
Imitation, good, thank you. The challenge I think was because in TikTok and Instagram you can use like snippets of copyrighted music, and on Twitch you can't. So I had spent a ton of time editing that song that is used in all those videos into this video, and then I realized that I had to find something else. So thankfully bensound.com had some jaunty little free music, so I switched it. I think it still has the same feel. My son told me the This Is Unbelievable Bite and Walk Away is definitely not a Wes Anderson feel. But you know what? It was so good. That's kind of the reaction I needed. Plus, if I took the bite and then just stared at the camera, which I did do that. I watched that one back and I was like, oh, too much resting bitch face. It was just not like, it wasn't good. It wasn't working. So I was like, let's just do, yeah, like angry Tina.
How does my food taste angry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm mad there isn't more of this.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you saw, my son's white cat Zuko got a little guest appearance.
Love.
At the beginning?
My husband, well, as we were filming from the front door, I walked and then I was like hiding and then doing the walk back, and I hear him go, "Zuko, no!" And so in the video, you can see Zuko just like going, "Hey, the door's open. What's happening? What are you guys doing out here?"
How can I be involved? I want to be involved.
The next
All aspects of production.
The next Tina / Wes Anderson movie is Zuko's Escape.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Actually.
I would watch the heck out of that.
Me
100%.
too. Awesome.
That's
Great
fun.
job, Tina.
Thanks.
I would eat that at a picnic 1000%.
Heck yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So when are we having our actual picnic?
I know. I was
I
like,
know
I
we
guess
should.
I'm gonna make it. I guess I'll make it next time.
Yes.
Excited.
All right. Well, are we ready to move on to the next color of the rainbow, which is technically orange, but we don't have an orange video. We're skipping orange because it's too easy, and we're here for challenge.
Someone could just bring an orange. Be like,
That is
picnic solved.
Exactly. So we do have a yellow video for you, created by the lovely Jannae, who couldn't be here today, but we still want to show her video. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and roll Jannae's video.
For the yellow food in our colorful picnic, I will be showcasing lemon ricotta cookies. These cookies are soft and tangy and simply the zest for sharing. We'll start off by making the cookie dough. First, combine 2.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Set aside. Next, in a mixer bowl, combine 1 stick of softened butter with 2 cups of sugar and beat until soft and fluffy. Add 2 eggs, 1 at a time, and beat until fluffy. Add 1 15-ounce container of whole milk ricotta cheese, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and the zest of 1 lemon, and beat to combine. Finally, stir in the dry ingredients and mix until well incorporated. On a baking sheet lined with parchment paper or baking mat, spoon about 2 tablespoons of dough onto the sheet and pop the baking sheet into an oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes or until the edges are golden brown. While the cookies are baking, make the lemon glaze. In a small bowl, combine 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and the zest of 1 lemon. Once the cookies have cooled for about 20 minutes, spoon about half a teaspoon of glaze onto each cookie and use the back of a spoon to gently spread. Let the glaze harden for about 2 hours, and then these cookies are ready to help you squeeze the day.
right, that was Jannae's video inspired by the color yellow, her lemon ricotta cookies. I don't know about y'all. I'm really sad she's not here because I want to know how those taste.
They
Yeah.
looked amazing.
It
Those
looked
very
like they
light and
tasted good.
fluffy.
Right? Super lemony.
She did say that she ate them. She consumed them, right? So, in theory, that's a positive recommendation.
Right? I feel like actually when we did the Harry or like fantasy feast, she did a Harry Potter tart that
Mhm.
I think ended up getting eaten, but like by force.
Wasn't very good.
Any thoughts or questions or anything about the lemon ricotta cookies?
Just
love
that they
lemon
look-
cookies.
Yeah, lemon's a great flavor, and they look fluffy and delicious, and I think that would be great to have at a picnic.
Agreed. 100%.
Refreshing.
Yeah, right? Yeah. All right. That means our next color is green. Tell us a little bit about what you made, Emerald.
Well, there's a lot of very healthy foods that are naturally green. So I made cookies and decorated them with green icing. That's my story. I'm less of a cook and more of a baker. So, and I kind of already just I wanted to make sugar cookies
Love it.
that were geeky. So I was like, whatever color I do, I'll just decorate them that color.
Amazing.
But I think they turned out pretty good. So
Say the magic words.
roll double meaning in that.
Colorful picnic. What should I... Oh, spoilers. What cookbook shall I choose and what color? Green's a good color. I like green. Oh, this looks good. Nerdy Nummies. This book was definitely here in the green section this whole time. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find something in here. We'll be making D20 bakes of green! So listen, I couldn't decide between science and dice, so we're doing both. And the first thing to do is to get out all my lovely ingredients for the basic sugar cookie. I'm using this recipe for vanilla almond sugar cookies from the Nerdy Nummies book. It calls for 3/4 cup almond meal, 1.5 cups sugar, plus 1 tablespoon of sugar, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, or baking powder, totally different, 1/2 teaspoon of grated nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 sticks of salted butter left out so they're at room temperature, 2 large eggs, which I don't have out yet, and 1.5 teaspoons vanilla extract, and 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. 1 egg, 2 egg. So the first step is the dry ingredients. I am adding the almond meal or almond flour to a medium bowl and whisking in the flour, the baking powder, the nutmeg, and the salt. Try not to judge my whisking skills too harshly for someone who's whisking left-handed while also holding their iPad. And now we're ready for step 2. Here's where we beat the butter until softened in our electric mixer or potions master. And then we're going to add 1.5 cups of sugar and beat it into light and fluffy for 3 to 5 minutes. It should start to look something like this before we can move on to adding the eggs one at a time, beating well after each additions and scraping down the sides as needed. Finally, it's time to add our extracts. Here's our 1.5 teaspoons vanilla. Here's where I go through my extracts and realize, oops, I don't actually have almond extracts and my options are limited. So we're gonna try lemon, see how that goes. After I added the lemon extract, lemon and nutmeg, I don't know about this. It's time to slowly incorporate the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients on a low speed, beating until combined. Just another endorsement for reading the entire recipe first. These need to be refrigerated for an hour. So now I'm taking this pile of stuff and shaping it into 2 discs about 1 inch thick and wrapping them in plastic wrap to put in the fridge for 1 hour. Let's go! Hurry up, time! I guess while I'm waiting, I'll cut out these templates because I don't know about you, but I don't have a hexagon or atom-shaped cookie cutter. When it's finally been an hour, I'll lightly flour my surface to prepare to roll out the cookie dough. And a 1, and a rolled out! Next up, using a knife to cut out these hexagons, which is surprisingly tedious, but also very efficient and space-saving. Time to have fun with some Settlers of Catan pieces, and just now realizing I could have used one of these as a template, actually. Alright, into the oven they go for 8 to 10 minutes. Here's where we look at this template and go, nope, I don't want to cut that out, so I'm looking through my cookie cutters to see if I have something similar. Like a flower could work, and I think that this 6-sided star will definitely work for a template for an atom cookie. After the cookies come out of the oven, they should look very nice and lightly brown, but not brown around the edges. It's important to let them cool all the way before you start decorating. I'm using this royal icing recipe, also from the Nerdy Nummies book, which requires 5 egg whites, a half teaspoon vanilla extract, 4 cups powdered sugar, and lemon juice. Just a few drops while mixing. I thought we'd do a little bit of a food coloring experiment to see what the results are from a variety of different food colorings. So I'm adding 3 drops of each of these food colorings to each bowl to see what the difference is. We have a lime liquid, a green gel, and a green professional food coloring. And now a green hand too! Ah! And these are the results from our food coloring test. I wasn't quite pleased with this variety, so I added some of each to each of the bowls to get closer colors that I actually wanted, like so. After doing a basic layer of a variety of shades of green on the sugar cookies, I added powdered sugar to wait for those to dry to do the detail work. Here's my little trick. Instead of a pastry bag, using a Ziploc bag and folding it around over a cup so you can easily fill it with the icing. I am using a typical icing tip though to make those neat lines easier to make. And as you can see, it's still a little bit liquidy and spreading out a little, so I just need to add some more powdered sugar. To create the atom look on these 6 pointed stars, I'm just doing an elongated oval going from one end to the other end on each of the points, and you could easily do this on a circle too. Next up, how to do the definition on these D20 die. First, you create a line from every other point to make a triangle in the center. Then pipe a line from the middle of each of those lines to the other outer corner, and in the middle, connect them in a smaller triangle. Finally, use your own handy-dandy 20-sided dice or the book example to pipe in the appropriate numbers. For adding the nucleus of these atoms, any small round hard candy will do, and I do recommend you dabbing some icing on the bottom of them to get them to stick, or plopping them on while the icing's still wet, which I did not do. Oops. But they still look pretty cool, even though their electron rings are blank. And remember, never trust an atom. They make up everything. Now all that's left is to admire your geeky, nerdy green cookies and roll for hunger. All that's left is to take one of these lovely cookies and take a bite out of it. See how they taste. I give that a natural 20.
All right. Another excellent video, Emerald. Tell us a little bit about your cookies. How did they taste? I think how did the nutmeg lemon...
The nutmeg lemon combo was surprisingly good. I was expecting it to be kind of weird, like, but it's such a small amount of each that they actually played off each other really nice. It was kind of like a spicy, citrusy hint. And I have a cookie right here.
Oh, gorgeous.
One of the better ones. Because sugar cookies freeze really well, which is great. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna do some ASMR right now. Everyone just listen in real close.
Is that not what you were looking for?
Yes,
can
definitely.
you even hear it if I do it? They don't have much of a snap because I like my sugar cookies softer, so yeah, I don't think you could hear anything.
That's okay too. the sounds of delight and like enjoyment were also pretty great. So
yum. Yeah. Oh, pretty tasty. And they hold up well. Yeah, it was fun.
Nice. Is there anything...
I did enjoy the hexagon cutting. I was like, oh, this is so efficient. I'm not wasting any of the dough.
That's true. It's very frustrating when you're cutting out cookies to then have to like form it back into a ball and roll it out again and do more and then over and over and over again. That was a very effective shape.
Yes. I approve.
For all future cookies, they're all going to be hexagons.
Exactly. Whoever thought round was the correct shape of cookie, clearly hexagons are the better choice.
They done goof.
So did you learn anything when you were making these cookies?
I guess I learned like what sides of a D20 touch each other. I probably have that memorized.
I'm very impressed.
Okay, so it's 20 and then
the
like
whole recipe.
No, I didn't learn that. I mean, I've made that same mistake in previous GeekGirlCon Cookbook Club videos. So just every time I'm going to use that same Instagram thing. That's like,
yeah, I love it. I always love your videos. They're great. They're the best.
And can you remind us what the book was that you used?
I can. It's called The Nerdy Nummies Cookbook by Rosanna Pansino.
Nice. Okay.
So there are a lot of very cool nerdy bakes in there, but a lot of them are very like, this is specialty and you have to use fondant and then it looks like a zombie brain or you can make like a circular or a globular cake that looks like a planet. And I was like, how about I make sugar cookies? I can do that. But the book itself is kind of cool because it's organized by like geekdom, kind of. So like chapter 1 is like math and science. Chapter 2 is space, fantasy and sci-fi, gaming, tech and web, and then geeky treats. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
That's
thematic.
Cool.
So yeah, that's a cool book.
Awesome. Well, they look amazing. I'm sure they taste amazing. And I love that of all the green foods that you could have gone with, you chose cookies.
Food coloring.
Food coloring. I love it.
Emerald proved my point. You can pick any food color. For going back to our icebreaker, you just have to dye it to the color that you choose.
Exactly.
Yep.
Awesome.
Proof of concept.
You're welcome. I got you.
All right. Next on the color wheel is blue.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't think I want to go after Emerald.
Oh,
no.
I'm sure.
Yours looks so tasty.
Yes, your video is wonderful. Do you want to give any like preamble beforehand?
No, I can ramble after.
Okay. Ready to roll the clip?
Let's go. Let's roll. The color blue reminds me of the clear blue sky. A perfect day for a picnic at a flowery meadow with mountains in the distance. I decided to turn this feeling into a food, and so today I'll be showing you all how to make the perfect butterfly pea cheesecake. First thing you would want are some graham crackers, obviously for the crust, some butter to soften those graham crackers, some sugar to make it sweet, some salt, cream cheese, heavy cream, some vanilla extract, but I'm using vanilla powder, blue butterfly pea powder, some berries to decorate your cheesecakes with. The first step is to make the crust. So for that, I'm going to throw the graham crackers into a blender and blend that all up to make them into more of a floury texture or a fine powder. Here I did use about 9 ounces of graham crackers. The next step is to melt the butter, which is pretty easy. I took about half a cup of butter, put it in a bowl, and tossed it in the microwave for 2-3 minutes until it was fully melted, but also not too hot. Setting aside my butter to bring my graham cracker powder back here, and I'm just going to combine the two. I did try to measure to make sure I'd have about half a cup of butter, which I did not clearly. Put that in, and then we're going to mix that all together until it's more of a doughy texture. This is what it looked like after I'd mixed the graham cracker powder and the butter for a little bit. For the final step of the crust, we're going to put our graham cracker dough into the cheesecake containers. I chose to put them into these clear cups because for a picnic, they would be a lot cuter, easy to take with you, and a lot cleaner to eat from as well. So I'm just going to put the dough in and pat it in gently with a spoon into the bottom of my cups. Once I was done with all my cups, I put them into the refrigerator and moved on to the next step. Here comes the fun part. We actually get to make our dye. For this step, I took a few spoons of my blue butterfly pea powder and put it into a bowl and then added a little bit of water until I had a thick, creamy texture. After that, I mixed it well and set it aside. Then I took 16 ounces of cream cheese and softened it to room temperature. To the softened cream cheese, I added about 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then 1 tablespoon of vanilla powder. I mixed that all together for about 5 to 6 minutes until my cream cheese was fluffy. After that, I added 3/4 cup of cold heavy cream. I mixed it by hand until it was light and fluffy, but if you use a beater, it'll probably take less time to do that. This is the consistency that we're looking for. So this is my favorite step from the whole process. We're going to add the dye that we made earlier to our cream cheese. So I added about a teaspoon and mixed it and then added more until I got to a color that I was happy with. Now that we're done with our cream cheese, I brought out the cups that I had in the refrigerator earlier with the crusts, and it's time to start making our final cheesecake cups. Then I filled the cups about 2/3 of the way full and used a spatula to even out the tops. After that, you get to decorate them however you'd like to. I added raspberries and blueberries to mine along with a little piece of chocolate and graham crackers. That I refrigerated them for 4 hours. And here's our butterfly pea cheesecake. The color blue reminds me of the clear blue sky.
All right. Food inspired by the color blue. So lovely. I just want to run outside and have a picnic now.
I actually enjoyed making this a lot.
So tell us, tell us, ramble on about it. Tell us everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Emerald go first because I feel like she had something to say.
Yeah.
I want to say that, Marium, if you brought those to a picnic, I would be so impressed. I would be like, saloon, so fancy.
Oh, yeah. Well, so it was either make a smoothie or make a blue cheesecake. And I couldn't find any foods that were blue, but like were not dessert. So
Weren't just blueberries.
yeah, weren't just fruit.
Yeah.
But it surprisingly tasted good, except for the fact that it was a little salty. I think I added a little too much salt. So if I were to make these again, I would definitely add less salt, and I might replace the sugar I use with additional honey or some other sort of sugar, maybe brown sugar. I don't know. We'll see how that tastes. But
I guess I missed where the salt was. Where'd you put that? In the crust part?
No, I put it in the bowl, except I couldn't find that clip.
Oh.
In my 10-minute clip, I was like, okay, we're just gonna skip the salt. It magically appears. If you watch closely, you'll see like a little like pile of salt just appear.
Ta-da! It's magic.
But yeah, what else was there? The butterfly pea powder doesn't taste like much. I tried to stay on the conservative side when adding the dye. Because I was like, oh, what if it tastes like funky, like flowers or something? And it did not taste like anything. It tasted like regular cheesecake, which was good. A little salty, but good.
Salty cheesecake.
And then as for the refrigerator shot, did I put my phone in the fridge? Yes, I did.
This is the dedication you can expect at GeekGirlCon, everybody.
That's my favorite. That was my favorite shot. I was
It
like,
was really good.
Commitment.
Yes, yes.
Did I shoot that 3 times? Yes, I did.
Oh. So curious.
Because you can't see what kind of footage you're getting while you're doing it.
That's true. And like, I don't know if you had like a stand or something, but like, I know mine would probably fall over.
It did fall over the first 2 times. That's why you don't see the entire clip of me closing the door. It fell over, and I just closed the door. I was like, let's just keep going. I was rolling.
So we'll fix it in post.
Yeah, we'll edit it somehow. I'll figure it out when I get there.
Exactly.
It was very cool, very creative.
I feel like end of the year we need to do a cookbook club blooper compilation or something like that, where there's shots from our videos that we did not put in our stuff, and we just kind of put them all together and be like, this is what really happened in our kitchens.
I think that's a great idea.
The best.
I have a great video of the last cookbook club we did, the retro recipes with that Jell-O. Oh my gosh, you guys. It was a disaster the first time. Jell-O everywhere.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Oh, was that the one that like melted out the sides?
Exactly.
Remember saying that she would not do it again.
No. So I'm curious, awesome. Marium, what does butterfly pea taste like? And is it really called that? Did I just say it wrong?
Butterfly pea, yeah.
P-E-A.
Oh!
Like peas.
Like peas. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. It had a very, I'd say, like a wild flower scent to it. Kind of, it's hard to describe, but it didn't taste like or smell like florally, and more like, oh, you're like outside under the hot sun and there's kind of like random plants and weeds around you, and that's what it smelled like. Well, at least to me. My sense of smell is a little weird, but yeah.
Jay Fun says if you add honey, it evens it out.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe takes off the earthy edge.
Yeah.
I've made the tea before, and it does taste kind of like grassy or earthy, but also like nothing at the same time.
Interesting.
But I'm interested to try to make, because I was like, I'm not going to just make this tea. It just tastes like nothing with a little bit of grass in it. But maybe if I put some honey in it.
Yeah, the only time I've ever had it was in bubble tea, and I felt like it was completely overpowered by the like sugar and citrus and all the other stuff that was in there, the boba. So yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has a very subtle taste and scent to it, so very easy to overpower with other things.
Nice. Okay. Jay Funish says we sell it at Rainbow Remedies. It is very popular.
Oh,
nice. Must have a lot of good health benefits.
Yeah, I think that's what I've read that on the internet, so it must be true.
It must be true. Awesome. Anything else to add before our last video?
No, I don't think so. I can't remember anything else.
Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, and if chat, if you have questions or for anyone, let us know.
I just want to add, this is just about our blooper reels, that sometimes when I'm doing the voiceover part for the videos, I don't practice in advance, which isn't great. So sometimes the audio clips are me saying, and you add your flour and expletives. But then I always record over them. But if we just did an audio blooper reel and I had all that, it would be 90%.
Yeah, it's just gonna be us bleeping Emerald out. That's hilarious too.
Screen.
And I love it.
Censored for 30 minutes.
Baking.
Baking with Emerald.
It's just beep sugar, beep mix, beep.
Oh my gosh.
What was that I added? I can't remember. It's some white thing, white powder.
Oh, that's so funny. Jay Finish has a question for us. It's how are you all so great? It's very sweet. We love you, Jay Finish.
You're also great.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, should we play the last color?
We should, and find out why we're all so great.
Grape.
Because that's purple.
I did not make as many purple jokes. I didn't make any purple jokes. I really feel like I missed out. So I don't know.
I made no jokes. I mean, I didn't even talk, so.
I don't know why I had it in my head that we had to create a whole picnic. So this is multiple foods, and I tried to do it quickly. So y'all get ready. Here we go.
I'm so excited.
Let's go.
All right, roll the clip. Hey geeks, this is Prime, and today I'm going to teach you 3 super easy recipes inspired by the color purple. First is crispy purple sweet potato fries. All you need is a purple sweet potato, oregano, thyme, garlic powder, and salt and pepper. Cut the sweet potato into thin, even pieces and place them on a baking sheet. Grab 2 tablespoons of cooking oil and add half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon oregano, 1 tablespoon of thyme, and a pinch of salt. Mix it all together, then pour it over the potatoes and give it all a super good mix to coat evenly. Make sure your potatoes are in a single layer. Then, off to the oven. Bake for 15 minutes at 425. After 15 minutes, give the potatoes a flip, then cook them again for another 10 minutes. Throw them on a plate, top with some green onions to make them look fancy, and enjoy. Recipe number 2 is a super simple Mexican-inspired slaw. Grab half a head of red cabbage, your favorite mayo, half a lime, about a quarter of red onion, and a handful of fresh cilantro. Thinly slice your cabbage and red onion. Throw everything into a bowl, including the lime zest, and mix it all up. Let it sit in your fridge for at least 10 to 15 minutes, then serve. This fresh, tangy slaw is great on its own or on top of chicken tacos. And last, no picnic is complete without a delicious beverage. We're making a fresh blueberry lemonade. To a saucepan, add 2 cups of blueberries, half a cup of sugar, and the juice of half a lemon. I also add lemon zest to make it extra lemony. Heat on medium-high heat until the bloobs start to burst and the syrup thickens. You should probably wait till the blueberry syrup cools, but I didn't because look how delicious this looks. Grab a glass, fill it with ice, top it with the blueberry syrup, and add your favorite lemonade. If you're feeling fancy, you can top it off with some sparkling water and a lemon wedge, the perfect summer refresher. There you have it, 3 super easy, extremely delicious picnic sides inspired by the color purple. Rusty approved. All right, 3 super easy, really quick sides for your picnic, everyone. And I will say, so I've got a lot of food allergies. I normally ignore them and eat whatever I want anyway. But all of these recipes are gluten-free, dairy-free, and depending on what mayonnaise you use, you can also make these soy-free if you're allergic to soy.
Nice.
Also, pro tip, if you have boba straws, you can use the boba straws to get all those bloobs when you're drinking the lemonade, and it's friggin' fantastic.
That blueberry lemonade looks so refreshing.
It was so
It's really good.
And you can put the syrup on anything. We'll probably get some vanilla ice cream and throw it on top, or, you know.
Pancakes.
Waffles, yeah, anything. Yogurt.
Oh, nice.
All of that. All that jazz.
That looked very tasty.
Yeah, purple was kind of tough.
Yeah, did you then have a picnic with those things? That was your lunch that day?
It was, honestly. Yeah, that was what we had for dinner. We microwaved some pulled pork. We just got from the grocery store, like those little packages. And that was basically our meal for the night. It was very purple. Even the pulled pork was kind of purple.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Everything is super delicious and super easy. Sorry, what was that, Marium?
I was gonna say that's a dedication to our picnic videos, yes. Entire meal, purple meal.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, leave it to Prime to be an overachiever in her videos, always.
I thought I was phoning it in this time. I didn't
like,
dress up or anything.
You just
over the fence.
They're like, I have to make a whole picnic out of all this color. Oh.
As soon as I saw all your videos and you did one recipe, I was like, oh, I could have just done one.
That's awesome.
But I'm glad that you did 3 because it looked really good.
Thanks.
And finding purple foods could not have been easy.
No, so originally I was going to do a purple potato salad, but I could not find purple potatoes, like the potatoes that are actually purple on the inside, not just on the outside.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
Out of
we...
season.
Yeah, oh, that's probably what it is. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, so we went to a couple of different stores looking for those potatoes. We ended up going to Wajimaya, and they didn't have those potatoes, but they had the purple sweet potatoes. So I was like, all right, we're changing things up.
Yeah. It looked great.
Mix it up.
Exactly. All right. Well, I feel super inspired to have a meal of rainbow.
Kind of hungry.
That too. Thanks everyone for watching with us. Let us know what our next cookbook club should be. Last time we did retro recipes. We've done fantasy recipes. What were some of the other ones that we've done?
We've done
Hobbit
drinks.
Day. We did Hobbit Day.
That's right. Yep, Hobbit Day. We've done a couple different drink streams. We've got another drink stream coming up in August. We are doing a month of celebrating literature and storytelling, and we're going to be making drinks inspired by literature, which Emerald is already super prepared for, it seems.
Yeah, spoilers.
All right.
Jay Funish says Halloween. My
Oh.
sister and I used to have a Halloween like cook-off, and who could make the coolest decorated or the best Halloween treats. And we would make our sons vote, which is, I don't know, bad parenting, but it is what it is.
That's great. We do
and then she
something
said,
similar.
Drink special for Nightmare Before Christmas. Check and vote, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Love this. Love all. Keep the ideas coming. Tina, my
Have we done
family.
the sci-fi one? Oh, sorry.
Ooh, sci-fi could be really fun. We've done mostly
I
like
do like that one.
modern day or like olden day recipes. We haven't done anything looking
Yeah.
forward into the future. I love that.
That could be kind of fun, mixing like science with cooking, because, baking is science for hungry people.
Exactly. I love that.
Did we do a video game one, or had we talked about it and just didn't do it, or did we already do one?
I think when
I think we talked.
yeah. I think when we did fantasy, a lot of us chose
Oh,
games.
I think mine was a game fantasy book, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know that we've ever done like video game specific ones, but that would be super fun to do.
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I've
think
been
I
playing
have a
Zelda.
Fallout recipe book, which would be interesting.
Yeah.
Or like TV shows. I know that there's like a Firefly cookbook.
Ooh.
Oh.
No Name Slob says roll for ingredients. Oh, that's such a
I
good
love that
idea. We could do like a chopped episode, but you have to roll and you like do your 3 mystery ingredients. You have to like make a meal or something. That sounds so fun.
Okay, then we definitely need aprons.
Got one of those what are they called? The spinning wheels, and put like random
Yes.
spin
Oh, we have one, don't we?
We do.
Don't we have one?
We do have one for Twitch. I think we used that for our tabling last year.
We did, yeah.
There you go.
I love this idea so much. No Name Slob.
Yeah.
So now we need to have now we need a list of 20 ingredients, and then we roll 3 times, and then make something with those 3 things.
Yeah.
That sounds insane, and I'm in.
I know, right? Loving this so much, everyone. Super good idea. We're going to figure out how to do this because we're all about the chaos here at GeekGirlCon.
Putting this into our ideas.
Marium's like, I got it. I'm in. We're done.
Yes.
It's set.
Record it for posterity.
Exactly. If you're interested in seeing the recipes that we shared today, this entire episode will be on our YouTube channel afterwards. Also, you've noticed some of us were filming in portrait mode. So stay tuned because those might find their way on our TikTok channel, which is so new. We don't even have it on our sidebar, I just realized. But we are on TikTok now.
I think we have 33 or 34 followers now on TikTok.
Oh, snap.
Woohoo!
We're basically influencers then.
Yeah,
Basically.
basically the same thing.
Viral.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap stuff up. We don't have a mod today, so we'll probably just skip the raid. But thank you, Emerald. Thank you, Tina, and thank you, Marium, for your wonderful recipes today and your endless creativity. Your videos are
And
always
shout out
so
to
fun.
Jannae.
Shout out
also.
to Jannae, who we missed, but had a wonderful
Thank you,
video.
Jannae.
Please tell us how good those cookies are. That's where she is. You know it. She's just out there
She's
eating
just
cookies,
Eating those
living
cookies,
life.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I hope so too. All right, y'all. Have a great night, and we will see you on Thursday for Past Part 2 with Marium.
Woohoo!
Good
My
night.
friend Renee.
Oh,
maybe.
nice.
We'll see.
And a real artist. Oh, I guess Marium's a real artist too. So two
Marium's
real
definitely
artists.
a real artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hobbyist.
All right, y'all. Good night.
Night.
Thanks,
Night.
everybody.